put your hands together for them. Yes. So I think that this is where I would indulge you at home to join the conversation if you want to know. PDA, is this something that is, accepted where we are? Should people even engage in PDA? I mean, get a room. If you're of the opinion and you want to share, please, it's 055-157-5757. Again, 055-157-5757. On this topic, I would need, in fact, I crave your indulgence. So please do well to send me your messages. And in studio as well, if you have some questions, I know you have some questions. Where are Changes couple? Where are they? Okay, so where's your better half? Where's the microphone? Oh, your better half is not in. Right, but we'll still get into the conversation. But once again, Reverend Manuel and Promise, thank you for joining me in studio. It's amazing to see you. How are we doing?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm well. Promise?
I'm doing great.
Are you enjoying your birthday?
Yes. Right. And last week was great. I mean, last week was the Omuta Circle Summit.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And it's good to be back.
Right. Now, let's get into PDA. When it comes to public display of affection, where does the society draw the line? I'm asking because before anybody makes their relationship public, they are first thinking, who is looking, who is watching, and why are they watching? So, Rev, let me start with you.
Right.
Where should society draw the line on public display of affection?
Rightly so. Who is looking, who is present, all of those things. We are in Ghana. We have a lot of respect for our elders, as it were, or even people we don't know. We are very hospitable. Now, PDA is good, but the bottom line is that it makes your partner feel chosen and not hidden. So you would find a man or a woman who is, don't hug me, don't touch me. In fact, even the slightest of it, they are avoiding it. They begin to think, is he hiding me, or that kind of thing. So it makes your partner feel chosen. However, love, even though we need to express it, must be controlled. Anybody that can't control their expressions of love is not ready for love. So the fact that, we can manage a few pecks here and there doesn't mean that suddenly I'm beginning to touch you at the wrong places because we love each other.
Right.
Then you are beginning to break some boundaries. That becomes unlawful. So we don't want to get there. Right. So yes, let's express the love. Little ways of doing it. The hugs, the pecks, the holding of hands, my hands around your waist, yours around my neck. Those are accepted.
Right.
So express it. Let me just mention this here. Your affection will be expressed in 3 levels.
Right.
So the private one, the public one, or the social one, and then the sexual one. You don't want to bring the one in the middle is what we are talking about.
Right.
So that even when your daddy is present, there's no problem. These days, even at weddings, I was officiating a wedding the other time,
right,
and there was a paramount chief that was invited, and you find these ladies twerking in front of this chief. So it's like, this is our generation, we are very different.
Right.
The things that are respectable, we are throwing it away.
Right.
So PDA is good, but let's be mindful to what level you push it.
Right. I was going to ask because, like you said, you went for an event, things were going a little out of order. Do you think that this generation is becoming very comfortable with public display of affection? Promise, would you take me there?
Okay, right. Good afternoon to your viewers and your listeners. Thanks for this opportunity. The question again.
Right. I was saying that this generation, also because of what Rev just said, that people are beginning to, go to places and behave, I don't want to say anomally or abnormally, but too comfortable with the space they find themselves. Do you think that this generation, from the Gen Zs and above and beyond, you think they're getting very comfortable with public display of affection?
Yes and no. Yes, because I think it has to do with the season we find ourselves. In the past, we treasured privacy. We saw love as a private thing, and our elderly taught us to, keep it private. Be mindful, be modest, be measured, and all that. But in our current season, the preaching out there is express yourself,
right,
be yourself. And the problem is not really about expressing love or anything. I think our huge problem has to do with measuring it, knowing how to go about it. I'm a Jesus girl, so I can't talk without bringing in the Word of God. When you really study the Word of God, you realize that although Bible didn't talk about like directly talking about physical display of love, I mean, the touching and all that, it's taught us that love is more of a character and a behavior. And so when you read the likes of the Bible verses of like Corinthians, it talks about love is not selfish, it's kind, it's patient and all that, you know. And so that is the difficulty here. We feel like in our generation today, for you to know that somebody really loves you, I would say the person must show you up there. But then love is not for public, the primary or the basis of love is not for public performance and asset display.
Right.
You know, it's more private and committed than that. And so I think our generation must know the difference, know when, as Reverend said, when and where to do that. Because yes, you want to show love by publicly displayed, but if you don't do it right, you end up embarrassing or disrespecting your partner, which is why, I don't know if you've seen on social media, there are times that this trending video, somebody had thrown like nice party surprise thing, will you marry me on the knees, and then instead of saying yes, slap you know, because you didn't communicate it. Obiane, how they were raised.
I won't cut you, but in this world, things have changed.
Yep.
We can all agree there's the presence of social media. There are people who are expectant because also we see and we hear things. Don't you think that we are just trying to claim each other, show that, okay, this truly is mine? Because we live in a space where if I don't see my lover on my social media status or my WhatsApp status, then he doesn't love me.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Also, we live in the same world where someone will block everybody to post you. So you see only you, right?
Well.
We've seen that. Yes, people would intentionally block everybody so they can see you. So, I mean, would you blame people for actually wanting to show that, okay, this is mine, I'm claiming it?
Well, like I wouldn't blame anybody for that.
Right.
And with the point you made, there are many people who are dating multiple people and trying to hide a few of them and having a mail, you know. So I've always said, if you meet somebody online and you start dating, make sure you post them every week and post hugging them.
Okay.
Let everybody see that. Oh, this photo there. Don't post one like we are going to church,
Right.
so that the other wives will show up. This one is a free. This one is
Right.
this, you know. So we are learning, but we are also over learning and overdoing things because we need to understand that there are boundaries. There are controls for a reason, so that in your expression of love, you don't make other people uncomfortable. Yes. So somebody will say, for example, what is wrong if I have sex in my car, in my own car that I bought with my own money? If you were doing it on your compound at home, there is no problem. But when you do it outside of your compound, then there's concern. It's like you're making us uncomfortable.
Right.
Imagine that somebody was French kissing his wife in the trotro where you were sitting. You don't know whether to turn left or right or to look up or to look down. You know,
Right.
very uncomfortable. So love should have boundaries. And people have emotional needs. Oh yeah, somebody will say, the only way you can show me affection is to hold my hands in public.
Yeah.
Let's understand that it's an emotional need. For another person, that is not an emotional need, whether you hold my hands or not.
But Rev, what if I want to be French kissed and it's my emotional need? My emotional need is that when we step out, and I feel like kissing you and it's French kiss, I don't care where we are, but that is my emotional need.
Yeah.
So are you telling me to suppress that?
Yes, because by the time you start French kissing, you are trying to break the law. Indecent exposure.
Okay.
So you see, there are boundaries. So it's not everything you can do. You may feel like having a quickie, but we are in public. Should you do it because you have the feeling? No.
Right.
So there are laws for a reason. Before you know, the whole public is now a jungle of brothels and people are doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So the boundaries are important.
Right.
But I also know that as long as your lover, your partner, your wife is saying that hold my hands in public or do this for me in public, understand that it makes them feel good.
Right.
That's the only way they feel loved by you.
Right.
Because all the other things you do are okay. But what makes him or her feel very good and feel that they are the one is when you hold their hands or give them a simple peck to say goodbye. Those simple gestures.
Right.
They are romantic.
Right.
They are not explicit like that.
Right.
And one thing you should know to make it good or to know that it's very good for you is when you can do it in front of adults or your children.
Right.
A simple peck, hugging mommy, in public, those things, people learn from these things. It makes us feel very good. So it's
Right.
acceptable.
Right. Billions, what do you think? Because, like I said, this is huge, and it's a really big thing. People are breaking up with each other just because you didn't post me last week.
Which is why we are here.
You didn't wake up and write, "A queen is my life," or "You are the king of my heart." Yeah. People are breaking up because of that. So would you, Pastor's already said that, but what's your opinion on that?
So rightly said by you. So when I saw the topic of discussion today, I was so excited because, as you said, people are breaking up great relations they are supposed to keep together because of some of these petty things. Yes, there's freedom of expression now. You should be yourself, which is good. But I don't think freedom should replace respect or responsibility. You need to be responsible. You shouldn't disrespect your partner because, okay, I want to be myself. Yes, you feel like holding my bum in public or kissing me on the lips, but you don't know whether I'm ready for it or not. So you need to find out, first of all, okay, I feel like that's my partner, or feel same. I saw a clip, I think that was when the Prince of England was getting married and all that. I don't know if you follow their marriage. Before he kissed the wife in public, he whispered in the ear,
I'm going to do this.
Yeah, before that. And that shows a lot of respect, Right. And so there are so many things that matters aside the public display of marriage. I think as young people, as couples, or as people in a relationship, we must focus on those things, You want to be in a healthier and a long-lasting relationship, right. And these things are not measured by how we post you daily and all that. Reverend mentioned something, He mentioned that people need to post their people so that the other person will know that, some people can actually do that, but no, Chiti. Anyway. Public display of a partner does not necessarily mean that privately the person is loyal to you.
Right.
And so we need to also know that young people or people in a relationship must know that in a healthier relationship is being measured by stuff like commitment, consistency, loyalty, effective communication. And then if you have the opportunity to be with somebody who loves to display you publicly, is an add-on, but it shouldn't be like a necessity. One posting means no, life goes beyond that.
Right.
So yes, there's freedom. We should express ourselves, be yourself and all that, but it should be measured. And as I said, freedom shouldn't replace respect or what did I say? Respect, basically.
I like that you mentioned freedom because also there's a school of thought that believe that I'm free to do everything I want to do. But public affection, whether we like it or not, affects people in the public because we are made to see it. If you're kissing your boyfriend, we will see it. At what point does public affection become very uncomfortable for others?
One is getting sexual. That's the first one. One is getting sexual. And then there are some people that are loud kisses. I almost made a sound for that, but imagine.
Please feel free.
imagine that just for storytelling.
Right.
I might try to minding my business on TikTok, and I can hear on this side because somebody is having total romance,
right.
And I don't know whether to look or take a secret video and go and post for me to get more followers. So once whatever you are doing is making the next person uncomfortable in your seat, it means you are not doing well.
But why are they uncomfortable though? Because in other parts of the world, in the middle of the road, we watch movies, don't you? You watch a movie in the middle of the road, people are literally French kissing. So why are you minding my business from me when it is my business?
Yeah.
It is my person. In the end of the day, this is the person I want, and what we want to do is what we will do.
Sorry.
Before you come out,
because these are genuine concerns.
We are social beings,
right.
And where your rights end, somebody else also begins. So you can't say we share spaces with children and all that. For instance, personally, it's a rule in my house. Yes, I'm married. You are married, is my husband, so I can do anything in my home. But no, we are measured in my home as far as I'm concerned, with things that we do in front of my daughter. Because children learn a lot. And you are in public. Children are there, elderly people are there, and you are doing stuff you're not supposed to do. There are so many ways of showing affection when it comes to physical affection. You can show affection emotionally, of which I think that for most women, generally the people say Mbappe, public display of affection. Yes, that is true. But the twist is not that women really want you to display them for public performance of anything. No. I feel like most women likes that as compared to the men, because women mostly are seeking emotional safety, reassurance. They want to be, security, you know, and you're twisting it in a way, say, oh, publicly showcase me, you know. And so you can replace that if you are with your woman and you make her feel comfortable that, listen, I'm with you. You are the one I want, only competitor or anything, then such women will not really be bothered whether you post me or you don't post me, you know. So I think our men should also get to know this other side of women. That is not, they're asking you to post them because you don't do the other things.
Right.
You're not making them feel secure.
Right.
You're not making them feel loved, wanted. That's why they say, okay, then post me. But
Right.
I think if you are doing that for your woman, then that wouldn't be a problem. I use myself for example. Initially, I'm married to a man who is very private, quiet style. I'm the loudest part.
Right.
I initially in a relationship, I was like, okay, like post me there. Let's take a picture. My man doesn't like to take pictures, and it was an issue for me. But as I grew up, and I learned more into what relationship is about and all that. I realized that there are more important things like posting me, you know. And he started doing the other things that really made me feel secure. So now we don't have that conflict of, you know, it brings a lot of conflict. We don't have that conflict of one posting me and then I in chat picture and we are okay.
Right.
You know, you don't really, your relationship doesn't really have to be out there for people to know it's working. In fact, relationships that are really working are on the low.
Are the very low-key ones.
Yeah.
And I know people have diverse views on this, and that's why, once again, you need to join the conversation. 055-157-5757. Again, 055-157-5757. You at home can share your opinion with me. Let me know, PDA, is it something that you enjoy doing? Do you do it for the fun of it, or you do it to claim your partner? Also, do you really care how it makes the public feel? Because at the end of the day, you're doing it in the midst of people. Now, let's come... Oh,
I'm going to top up something very profound. There's something I'm noticing. The louder the wedding, the faster the divorce. I'm beginning to notice something.
Right.
The louder, so it's like people are really preparing for weddings and not their marriages.
Right.
So we all display me. But there are more important things to look out for.
Why is that though?
The display me kind of thing.
Yes, no, the wedding thing, because you did mention that they allowed
you see, we are spending about 1 million Ghana cedis on a wedding.
Right.
Decoration alone is 200,000 cedis.
Right.
It means that you didn't even have time for counseling to come and really listen to what counselor was talking about. You were in a hurry to go and see the decorator, or she was not picking. So because to have that kind of wedding materialize, it takes time, and you want to be sure it's perfect. Everybody says, I want the perfect wedding, and it is time consuming.
Oh, but Rev, we pay planners to do that. We pay people to plan our weddings for us, so we don't have to do it if we have the money.
So I'm not saying don't follow up on the things, but realize that the bigger the thing is, the more time consuming it is on you, and you don't have time for the most important things. So the whole of the year, you spent it planning the wedding. How about using that to focus on how to marry? How to stay married, how to be faithful, how to entertain your wife, how to entertain your husband.
I'm not cutting you, but people tell us that when you get married, you learn along the way. You're married. Both of you are married. We are told that when you get into your marriage, that is the time both of you grow together. Haven't you heard that? That you're growing along with your partner every single day, learning them. So if I spend most of my time preparing for my wedding, I have the rest of my life to grow.
That's true. So in counseling, the premarital is there. The marriage counseling is there, and then the post-marital, that one when you are dead, one person dies. So let's stick to the premarital.
Right.
Many people, when you say 3 months, let's do premarital. Hey, don't give us 1 week. Can you, counselor, can you just cut off some and give me the most important ones? I said, they are all important. So you can't skip off some. So when you get such a comment, what does that tell you? He's in a hurry to marry, or she's in a hurry to marry, and not so much focus on what you need to know before you enter. Because the you I know, supposing I'm dating you, the you I know now will not be the same after you get that title called Madam or Mrs.
Yes.
Suddenly you have a certain entitlement. So the things you used to be patient about, you no more be patient because now you have expectations.
Right.
I am your husband, so I'm expected to behave in a certain manner. When I was just a boyfriend, you can just get angry, bang the door, go and take your car and drive away. After all, what? But when I've married you, me obi. So when I mess around small, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
My father will hear, Apostle will hear.
Yeah.
You know that thing. Apostle must hear of this one. Everybody will hear because now you have expectations. So when we say take your time in getting to know the person you are going to marry, it means what we are all saying is that human beings are funny. It's sweet now. Dating is the sweetest time. Ask anybody who's dating now. They are enjoying. After the marriage, I give you 6 months, 1 year. Everything is work. Even to kiss you is work. You get what I mean?
Right.
It feels like I can kiss my girlfriend all day. Oh, it's very sweet. And follow me that.
But I
marry her and see.
Kisses so they and then they awake because isn't it the easiest thing to
I
do?
like how she's putting it. I wish you can tell her something for me.
I'm just telling you based off what the public is saying because kiss is the easiest thing. I'm going to work, baby. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. I'll see you in the evening.
Yeah.
How hard is that though?
Yes,
brilliant. Am I not speaking for you? Groove, are you there? Yeah, Ellis Groovers, they are very interested in it because listen, these are things whether we like it or not, the world is saying, and we'll get into the cultural part of it. But let me let Billion say something.
Yes, I wanted to say that it's very important to learn about whatever venture you are entering into.
Right.
You did journalism. I don't know what you did at school. I did nursing. Yes, you learn on the job. As I'm on the field, I'm learning new skills. But it's also important that you learn before you enter so that when you meet certain cases, you are not shocked. You are better prepared for it. You understand? Yes, you can't study any human being. It's only God who knows all of us.
Right.
But then it's best you know that aside you being in love, that intense feeling between the two of you, there are things we call skills in relationship. You need to know how to communicate. Some of us don't even know how to use a normal mobile phone. You need to know how to be committed, how to cook, how to keep a home and all that. All these things go a long way to keep the relationship. And about the kiss, yes, when you get married, at a point it becomes work because much rather superficial ways, you're getting to know yourself. You are working, I'm working, life is happening, extended family is demanding. Yeah, probably there's a child, whether there's no child or not. So like you both are stressed in so many ways that you need to intentionally decide to always make time for each other. This person is rushing. Your work, I know, is very demanding. Maybe at 5 a.m. you are doing morning show. You need to make sure child is set to go to school. I just pick you up. Okay, bye. See you in the evening. And then you come and your boss says, okay, stay. Blah blah blah. You don't meet that. So as Rev is saying, marriage is work, and you need to know this before you enter. Either than that, you'll be shocked. Like. You'll be shocked and that's when people say, I don't want again, I want to go out. So it's very important.
Right. But now let's get into the cultural part of it. When we were growing up, and I know that a lot of people can relate to that, growing up, we didn't see our parents do the things we see now. What has changed? Is it that our parents didn't train us the way they were trained because now we're at liberty to do almost anything and everything. So culturally, do you think that parents have just taken a chill pill and they're allowing us live and frolic the way we want to?
Well, I don't think much has changed. Again, the world itself is changing. With all this stuff we have here, our parents didn't have that.
Right.
So what they were doing, in fact, they hid all their good times. We didn't see anything. So all we saw is they've been married for 30 years, 40 years. We didn't know what they went through. But as we growing ourselves and seeing that the marriage center, it was not butterflies like that. Things are hitting us. So nothing has changed, but just the exposure and information is so easy now. And it's like because of again trends now, it's so easy to not commit. I mean, what I mean is, well, you just offended me one, too. After all, I'll leave you. After all, there are many girls waiting. So nobody truly wants to stay, suffer, endure, commit, and make it work. Because it looks like there are a lot of girls now. It looks like in Memanebu. It looks like in Manebu. With that mindset, many people will not like to commit. So culture hasn't changed. We still have that respect. I mean, our parents will teach you that don't fight in front of the kids. They demonstrated it. I didn't know my mom and dad ever had a fight until one of these they were having a conversation. Well, the moments where daddy would say, go and give the phone to mommy, I want to talk to her. They were not talking.
Right.
How would you know that?
Right.
So it is something we have picked. Anybody who is mature now will know that you don't do your fights publicly and those things. But the display Now everything is a competition. My wedding must be better.
Yes.
My dancing must be better. Everything I must trend, because of this trending thing, we have what we are seeing. But we are a beautiful race. We have culture. The things we are seeing from the movies and everything is somebody else's practices.
Right.
It doesn't mean we should take it like that. In fact, take it, but sieve it, so take the good ones, and then work with those ones. Love will forever be work.
Right.
And that's because we have to understand that the first stage is the butterfly stage. The chemistry is easy. You can chat the whole night, 3 night course. These days we don't have that anymore.
Right.
8 hours.
Right.
We are still talking, common inside. Then after 3-4 months, those ones die. We move to the second phase. That's the commitment stage. At that place, people think love is dead. Love has matured. It's now time to commit. That's the time you realize that your girlfriend's one bottle is bigger than one. You didn't see it.
Right.
You realize that
Yeah,
now you now begin to see, so is it the same girl I saw last week? She's the same person.
Right.
It's now time to commit.
Right.
So at this point, you feel like saying I love you, but you must say it anyway because you must keep the fire burning.
Right.
You keep seeing the same dress. She's hot, sir. Now she's no more hot, but you are forced to say you're looking hot.
Right.
Just so that she can feel good and the love will keep growing. So if you don't understand the character of love in marriage, the way it transcends, you think the love is dead and you begin to look for other women. Right. You go to the same butterfly stage again, it will die. Before you know, you have married 12 men in less than 6 years.
Yes.
You become something else. So let's learn and learn well. When I hear people saying counselors are just wasting our time, I just laugh. So we'll just marry, we'll work it out. 3 weeks, they were now in the counselor's office. You make Jana, I feel where they may because you didn't want to learn.
Right. That's profound. Because it hits me in this world that we're living nowadays. Everybody thinks that it's just a very smooth process. I have said that relationships, even friendships, they are Herculean. It's a Herculean task. Every day you're thinking, how do I make my friend stay with me? Sometimes it can get very hectic, like you said. After 2-3 weeks, everybody's very comfortable. Yeah. Now we're looking for more, right? But then I'm still stuck on that. Do you also think that it's a culture that has changed? Our parenting styles changing? Are we just being accepting of the fact that this is a new age, this is a new world, so let's let them live?
I don't think that culture has changed because as Africans, I feel like we are still standing by our principles and values and all that. But I agree with Reverend. I think it has to do with exposure. Now, we all have access to technology, phones and everything. We are consuming the Western world. And we are thinking theirs is better than ours. But if you really compare their lifestyle and everything that is happening in their society, I think for Africans, we really have great values that we need to really cherish and go by. A young person with a boyfriend can be on the streets and do anything. The parents can be there and they don't give a damn about it, But here it's not done that way. And I think it's some of the things that are keeping us in shape. So, and it looks like because of our exposure to the Western world, the definition of love has changed. But love is love. What the Bible says is what it is. The Bible is the standard. It's never going to change. So we just have to be in the realization of, okay, this is what it is. And there's no shortcut to heaven.
Right.
Yeah. So I think once we accept that, love is more about being in good character, being measured, respecting each other, sacrificing and all that, and there's no shortcut to it, then we'll be good to go.
Thinking about all the things that people do without intentionally, or in fact, they call themselves intentionally loving on each other. You think that we should introduce laws that tell us, okay, you cannot do this in this place. You cannot, kiss somebody here. You cannot hug somebody in this place. Or you think that it will be an infringement because it's becoming rampant. Now on social media, in restaurants, someone are deeply in what you're doing. You go to parties, a regular party, and even weddings. I saw a video that was circulating, I think 3 weeks ago, a marriage ceremony. Mother and father, both in-laws, are sitting there. And then this couple kissed for a good 5 minutes, no breaks. 5 minutes, I kid you not. 5 minutes. Do you know what 5 minutes can do?
A lot of things.
Right? And I mean, weddings are not only attended by children, by parents. We have children who are in there, like you said. So do you think that there should be laws for these type of things? Probably weddings now, you'd say you kiss for only 20 seconds. Or you think we're just infringing on people's rights?
Well,
the human rights.
The laws, it's not the human rights. The laws are there. The laws are already there, only that we don't know. Like you're talking about, this 5 minutes kids could have turned sexual. I'm sure at some point hands will start moving around backs and stuff like that. And that becomes indecent exposure or obscenity. Sexual or public obscenity. What you are doing, or there's another one, public nuisance. You see these three things: indecently exposing, public obscenity is like it should not be done in public. And then the third one I mentioned, nuisance. That's why you are making another person uncomfortable. They are against the laws. They are here. If a policeman catches you now, you are going to jail.
But you realize that in churches, but you realize that in churches, some people have stopped it. So we have some churches that, in fact, you will not do. All you do is hug. You say, "I love you. You love you. You love me." The pastor says, when you go home, you can do whatever you want to do, right? There are churches that are doing that. And people are deliberately coming at them. Do you think that the church enforces, or even religious bodies, because I don't think we go from Muslim, do you go for Muslim weddings and see them kiss? I haven't seen any awure that we see them kiss. I've seen some churches that are stopping that. Do you think it is right? Or once again, they can give us ways. It's just that they will tell us rules and regulation wise, what do you think should be done?
I think the guidance is very great. It's a great idea. As Reverend said, the laws are there, but the enforcement bit is, I think, our problem. And I feel like in our society now, I say the laws. Oh God, help me!
People
so I don't
know
put
the
myself.
laws. Yes.
You
know the laws and
you fall into trouble. You know the laws work.
Exactly. And it looks as if we intentionally pick some people and use them as scapegoats, and others do it and they go scot-free. Oh God, help me! I shouldn't be in trouble. But I think if law enforcers decide to, okay, now this is a serious business. Whether you are a public figure or you are nobody, if you mess up and we are taking you on, everybody will sit up. And I like what the churches are doing now, because now when you invite people to come for weddings, they come with how many invites back, or the money, everybody will come, and stuff are being showcased that are not good for kids to consume. So we bless your marriage. When you go home, then you can do whatever thing you want to do.
Right, but I've paid, listen, you just said we paid about 300,000 Ghana cedis. Probably this woman I'm about to marry, I spent 5 years running her. That is not even dating. I spent 5 years telling her, I love you. Sometimes you say, I love you. Sometimes I will love you tomorrow. Like taking me back and forth. You finally are getting married. It's the best day of your life. I can't do what I want to do because it will make someone uncomfortable.
You can do what you want to do. Take her home.
The ceremony is just about how many hours, Reverend. You can do, but you say you can't do it.
Do whatever you want to do.
Just
for the ceremony. You see, it should be orderly. Everything should be done in an orderly fashion for it to be beautiful. If we allow all these young men the way they are doing things, they can kiss 10 minutes and Sopho is just standing there.
And your Sopho needs to be
It's not nice. So it should be guided. If it's a peck, it's a peck. Go home and finish it. And be a man there.
Go home and finish it. Well, audience, do you have anything to say? Do we have anybody who wants to ask you a question? Yes, my darling. Take me away.
Please, I would like to ask, maybe, let's say I'm single, I've been heartbroken.
Please speak up for me.
Let's say I'm single or I'm heartbroken, and then I witness PD. Can't it affect me in any way? Me being single or being heartbroken?
Are you asking about your mental health?
Or maybe...
All right. So do you get his question? He's asking, he's single. If he sees people love each other affectionately in the public, won't it affect him mentally?
Okay, so if, let's say you saw couples hugging, being all romantic, that only pushes you to want to do the same. All right, so it's not exactly a bad feeling. It's a good thing. For me, it is better than seeing breakups and what's that one, 5 minutes later, people are crying, broken heart, and we are jubilating. It is better rather see PDAs to encourage you to love somebody better. Maybe you even have one, but you are not treating her well. But the way you saw somebody's hug, like, woo, I'm going home to hug Akosia better tonight. So the positive sides are there. So pick the good things. Pick the good things and forget this 5 minutes later, everybody's waiting for somebody to break up and laugh. off.
Right.
Why are we doing that to ourselves?
Say
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
2 minutes later.
Yeah, true. I agree with Reverend, and there's something I wanted to add. I feel like we should, as a society, we should focus on putting out positive news and stories because the negativity is too much, as he's saying. Yes, we are here talking about public display of affection, whether it's right or wrong. Yes, it's not entirely bad, but then as we are all sitting here saying, it needs to be measured because, yes, if I see somebody treating the partner well on social media, I'm going to learn it and I'll apply it to my relationship, okay? The problem here is how to know that, okay, certain things are for intimate, like private, and certain things are for social. That's our only issue. I think if we're able to get it right, know that, okay, these things are for private purposes only, and I shouldn't put it on social media or let anybody say, then we are good to go. But yeah, it's good to display your partner if they feel comfortable about it, but you need to communicate it. Some people do stuff with you and you are not even aware. Before we know they're to social media, which is so bad.
Right.
I'm sure if we get these things right, then we are good to go.
Do you have your question answered? So you can watch people do their PDA. It's just that at the end, pick the one that suits you, the positive side of it, right? Do we have any more questions? Those of you in relationships, yes, my love, you can ask. No, ask your question.
Okay, so would you let...
And please speak up.
Please, would you let tradition actually cause you to lose a life partner? Maybe your partner likes PDA, right? But then you don't want it. I mean, you like to go by tradition. Okay, our tradition, we don't behave like the Western world and that. So you stay to that, and your partner likes PDA. At the end of the day, you guys would have issues because, I mean, you are not aligning, and you might just lose that partner.
Yeah, I think so.
So be it. So be it.
Yeah.
Before you say I do to anybody, I mean with anybody or ask, you accept, have these conversations.
Right.
What do you call love? What do I call love? For you, the love is this PDA you are talking about. And for me, that is sacrilege, taboo in my community. Me and you, we shouldn't start a relationship. It's the same thing in marriage.
Right.
You know, especially when it comes to these sexual things. Somebody wants head. The other person too says, there is, hey, if I do it, I'm dead. I will die that very night.
Right.
And then the man tells me that, yeah, but I love this girl. When we marry, we work it out. Look, John, don't go there. You will call me in 2 months' time, like a prophecy.
Right.
So, hey, if I tell you what I'm going through, the woman is not making me sleep because I'm not doing what she was expecting me to do. But she told you this is what she wants. So once you've had these discussions and you know that this person can do this or cannot do this, please, if you know the person cannot meet that need for you, don't start the relationship. It's not worth it.
Right.
Don't start it. There's a reason why communication before I do is important. Get to know. If they don't like red, red is your favorite. Don't marry that person.
Right.
Because you're wearing red every day and they'll be annoyed. They see you say they ball past anything because you're wearing red.
Right.
And you're disturbing them.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say that this is where discovering yourself before you attach yourself to anybody is very important. As people who, one or the other, no matter what, will be in a relationship. It's very important that you know who you are before you go in for anybody at all. Because better is a relationship broken than a marriage.
Right.
You guys can ask those who are going through divorce. I'm told it's hell.
Right.
And I believe it's hell because my parents went through that and it's affected me, as I said last week. So yes, you need to discover yourself as a person before you attach yourself. However, if you do not do that and you later on realize that this is the situation, the solution is to communicate about it. It's not that I don't love you, but listen, I don't feel okay we doing this or that in public or the heads, as Reverend is saying. I can do any other thing for you, but so far as the communication goes on and still nipa no jina baby ojina na, then there's no, to me there's no love, because my Bible tells me love is about sacrifice. It's not about me. So if you really love me, then you should meet me halfway, or me meeting you halfway. If the person is not willing to do that, yes, please say bye-bye to the person.
Right.
You will find
You'll be fine.
that person. Yeah.
So find someone who is ready to compromise with you so you can meet halfway, okay? So at least if he says, don't kiss me here, there will be other places too.
Yeah, but you need to
fine.
respect
And
my-
respect, yes. Anyways, we have messages because people are very interested in our conversation. This one says, for me, I think it depends because there are some marriages that were kept on the low until the one person comes out and you will know the hell they were going through. I feel like all this thing about relationship and marriage boils down to discernment. Okay. This one says, hello, I'm Sharon from La Paz. Is it okay to kiss your children mouth to mouth? Okay. Is it?
This person has really touched one of the things that I'm so passionate about. I think I posted it on my TikTok some time ago. I think that act is so not right. There are types of kissing. You know, we have deep kissing, intimate kissing, social kissing, all that. The mouth to mouth, it's meant for couples, people in intimate relationship.
Right.
So I find it very awkward, and I feel so bad when I see parents kissing their kids on the lips. And I feel like these acts are what has resulted in the kill.
The
LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, because if I'm a child and I grow up finding my mom kissing me on the lips, I feel it's okay. So when I go to school and auntie is kissing me, I'll keep quiet because I think it's okay. If my uncle is doing that to me, I think it's okay. So as parents, I think we need to, if you're watching me and you're doing that to your child, you are not helping your child. You are exposing her or him to abuses that you have no idea of. I think we have to, you can just give the peg set the boundary so that when an uncle or an auntie is kissing him or her on the lips, on him say, no, this is so wrong, and they'll report that to you.
Right.
And our society will be sanitized a little bit.
Right. So you don't agree with that?
I don't agree with it. We should
Reverend?
stop.
I stand with her perfectly.
Right.
Infection-wise, health-wise.
It's not right. It's
Right.
not right. It's not right.
So parents out there, please be measured in how we know you love your children and you can show them affection in diverse ways. Hug the child, give the child a peck.
Yeah.
But I mean, mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
So
again, it's a boundary when it comes to love between a parent and a child.
You're even abusing your child.
Well, yeah, it's also an abuse anyway. It's another form of abuse.
right. So let's stay away from that. Any more questions for us? One more, and then we can go. One more. All right. So I think that everybody is measured. In the end, finally, before I let you go, what are your last words? And to people who are out there that think that PDA is the only way I know how to love, what should they do? Because I'm sure someone is watching us right now and is asking themselves, if I'm not showing you PDA, how else can I show you love? So healthy ways we can show each other love without necessarily making the next person uncomfortable.
Oh, okay, do I go? Or the ladies first?
Any of you.
All right. So my last words will be that there are so many ways of showing affection. PDA is one, and the least of it to me. If you are with somebody and the person is consistent with you, the person respects you, the person is loyal to you, and loves you. When somebody loves you, you know that person loves you, but the only thing the person is not doing is to display you outside. Please, you are in a safe place.
Right.
Keep the person,
Right.
Public display is not entirely bad, but we should consider the environment we are doing that, the people involved, our partners, and we should add wisdom to it. And then I think that will be good.
Right. Rev, quickly.
Right. So PDA is not bad, but there are other very beautiful ways people can show love to each other. For me, the way I define love, the way I say people should love each other is, what I say is, love me the way I want you to love me. I will love you the way you want me to love me. So let's talk about what love is to you. So for you, all you want are flowers. I'll keep buying flowers.
I want Didi Shoto, actually.
Okay, Didi
Shito, yes.
All right, so I'll keep buying Didi Shito for you every evening.
Right.
I'm loving you.
Right.
You may think that because I'm a guy, I like blue. You keep buying me blue shirts. For all you know, I like black. Because we didn't talk about what love means to the two of us. We assumed. So let's not assume we know how to love.
Right.
Discuss it based on how the person wants to be loved, and we'll make a headway.
I let you go. I know that you have a marriage counseling school.
Yes.
Yes, tell us about it. Where can we find you? And yeah.
Okay, so it's a school of marriage, and I teach these things that we are doing here, including the laws that are in marriage. Okay, many of us don't know the types of marriages we have.
Yeah.
You don't know what happens when you lose your partner. All these things I teach it at the school of marriage. We are starting the next cohort in August, so we are registering now.
Right.
I feel our problem now for this generation is the lack of knowledge. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know. We assume we know. We don't know. So I have one of those unique schools where we teach these things which nobody will tell you in court, no lawyer will tell you, but I teach them.
Right.
So you can find me at the office at Hacho. Can I put my number?
Yes, please.
0244 098 418. You can call me, you can register you, and then let's learn to be better.
Sure.
Love is sweet, but it must be handled well.
Love is sweet, but it must be handled well. Please put the number out again.
0244 098 418.
Right. So we have had a really good conversation. If you leave us here for 2 hours, we'll talk about it, because once again, public display of affection is something that a lot of people put on the top of their list of love. Now, you've heard from this conversation, keep it measured, keep it cute. In fact, keep it demure so that you can have a great relationship. I hope that you've learned a lot. Elite Groovers, have you learned something? Yes. All right. So we have learned a lot.